In this video tutorial I will tell you how to create a souvenir, wax pens. And I will also tell you how to paint these souvenirs. There are 4 models of souvenirs, wax pens. The first model is a souvenir without anything, the second souvenir is a souvenir with a stand. The third souvenir is with an object, and the fourth is a composition of 2 hands. When lovers, couples or newlyweds make a composition of 2 hands. I will also tell you how to paint these souvenirs. There are 4 painting methods. The first painting method is horizontal, the second is vertical. The third method of painting with a silicone brush. And the fourth is mixing 1, 2, 3 or 4 layers. So, let's start it. First of all, we take the cream and lubricate it. With one hand we hold the client's hand, with the other we lubricate it with cream. This is done so that you save cream time. We lubricate the hand with cream carefully, especially paying attention to the nails. Then we lower the client's hand into cold water. Having previously chosen a gesture, we will do a gesture of Da 5. So you need to hold it as wide as possible. We pull out the client's hand. The hand bends at the elbow, the position in the wrist does not change. Otherwise the souvenir can simply crack, a hot water can flow in there. Drops of excess water flow down from us and we lower the paraffin. After the first immersion in paraffin we do not remove the drops, we lower them into cold water in order to cool the UD. Then we wipe off excess drops of water. If we do not wipe off the drops of water, they will end up between the layers. Bubbles will form. After the first immersion, when we have already formed a glove, you can lower it 2 or 3 times into the wax. We remove the drops from the fingers so that the excess wax remains on your hands, and not on the client. We lower the cold water. Wipe off the excess drops of water again. Each immersion should be the same, so that it does not turn out that our fingers are too thick, and the upper part is thin. We immerse the wax as much as the container and volume in it allow us. Again wipe off the excess drops. It is important when we lower the wax into the water, to watch the gesture. Because during the entire time the gesture can change. While the souvenir is warm, we can correct it, spread the fingers wider or closer. We lower the cold water again. The number of immersions can reach 10 and 8 times. Why is this necessary in principle? What are the pros and cons? If you lower it 8 or 5 times, the souvenir will be quite thin. And it will not be stored for so long, and it will be very fragile. We wipe off the drops, the last one. Immersion in water should be exactly 50%, 50 to 70, lower. And the upper part remains on the surface. Why do we do this? So that we can pull out our souvenir. Then we need a stopper to remove the wax print. Cut off the excess wax can be removed again into the container. Then increase the diameter. It is important after we lower the water, cut off all the excess, increase the diameter. Because for now the souvenir is warm and elastic, you can work with it. After we have increased the diameter, we need to make a hole in the fingers so that we get air out, for greater confidence. It is advisable to make 2 holes. After we have made a hole, you need to pour water into your hand and carefully remove the souvenir. If the souvenir does not come off, you need to ask the client which finger is stuck. Make another hole there. After we have removed the souvenir, we give the client napkins. And in the meantime we correct all the irregularities. Another important point, the bottom of the souvenir. It is desirable to make it round so that the souvenir is more stable. As soon as we have corrected all the irregularities, we lower it into cold water and let the souvenir harden completely. After our souvenir has hardened, we must make a base for it, so that it stands evenly on the surface. We lower the wax again, we lower only the bottom so that it warms up and we are superfluous. We were able to bend the wax to make the base more or less straight. We lower it again. Level it. Our souvenir is ready. This is how an unpainted souvenir looks. Wax handles.